Hey, it's Fred, the Submarine Guy, back with you on Lesson 2 and 3 of the Email Marketing Profit course. I hope you enjoyed Lesson 1, and now you're getting Lesson 2, and this video will also go with Lesson 3. The reason is the topics for weeks 2 and 3, are copywriting and nurturing your email list. And I'm guessing those are probably two things that you may understand the words, but you're probably not familiar with how to do those things, or maybe even what they mean vis-a-vis your email list and list building and things like that. So I wanted to encourage you to read through those lessons closely, use the worksheet to take some good notes on how to be a better copywriter and how to nurture your list. And I think you'll see a vast improvement in the way people respond to you and the way people take your recommendations on buying your product or service once you do that. Copywriting obviously is a little more than good grammar. It's also getting your message across and making things simple and to the point for your prospect. There's a lot of things you can do in copywriting, but I think one of the most important is just write like you're talking to your perfect prospect and only one person. If you can do that, well, I'll say when I started doing that, the words kind of flowed naturally, because if you think in terms of talking to, say, your best friend, for instance, and if they're your perfect prospect, then you won't have any trouble in knowing what words to say, how to say it, or any of those kind of things. And the way they'll flow out of your brain to your prospect, now your best friend or your perfect prospect, will be much more natural, much more normal, and will enable your prospect to get to understand what you're talking about and see the emotion in your voice, or hear the emotion in your voice. And if you're on video, obviously they can see it as well. The second lesson, nurturing your email list, has to do with the fact that if you think about sales online versus going into a brick and mortar store, in the brick and mortar store, you may or may not know the proprietor, but whoever's behind the counter, is going to help you find what you need, what products that they have that might satisfy your need, that kind of thing. So you're on a one-on-one relationship, face-to-face with them already. Contrast that with email marketing. There is very little face-to-face contact, if any, and certainly not with email. So the more you can get your prospects to know you via your emails, then they'll come to like you more than, hopefully they'll like you. And with knowing you and liking you better, they'll come to respect and trust your recommendations when you give them a buy recommendation on your product or service. Okay? So it's the know, like, and trust things, but the knowing and the liking you are what generates the trust, and that's really the key factor in sales. So nurturing means getting your prospects to know and like you better. Obviously, there's some strategy in knowing how to nurture, knowing what to do, what to say, giving value, that sort of thing, making yourself attractive to the prospect that until now didn't know you, right? So that's it for my previews for lessons 2 and 3. Again, these are critical lessons to make you a great email marketer and list builder, so that you can get the kind of results that you want to see. If you've got any questions, shoot me an email, and I hope you enjoy the lessons. Thanks much.